check out my firm and me at rob.lawyer. Oh, that's a cool domain name. Rob.lawyer. Yes, that's the URL, rob.lawyer. We help business owners with litigation, transactions, and compliance with those government edicts. I also help my fellow lawyers write appeals and complex or critical briefs. So check out rob.lawyer and let's see how my firm can help Gitmo Nation's business owners and entrepreneurs. Enclose a check for $200. Oh, that's very nice of you. And I respectfully request open up Adam Curry Karma to keep the feds at a safe distance. Sincerely, Rob Carty, rob.lawyer.
Mr. Adam Curry, no, Mr. Curry, now!
Thank you, Rob.
Well, I was unfamiliar with this.
Oh, really?
Oh, you knew about it?
I did, yeah, because my pal Dave Jones works at an accountancy firm, so yes. And we have an LLC, so he's like, oh, dude, we got to do this. Yes, so we have to do this so we don't go to jail.
Where's the forms?
I don't know.
Where do you get the forms? There's got to be a form.
Yes, from irs.gov, I'm sure. Well,
you're sure you don't know?
No, rob.lawyer will put it on his website.
I hope so.
Yes.
Well, I'm distressed.
It's very distressful because they, you know.
No, I'm distressed because I didn't know about it.
Oh.
So this is one of those things that nobody tells you anything. If it wasn't for Rob here, I wouldn't have known.
You know why?
You never said anything.
Why? Well, you know why? It's because you're too busy watching 4-hour YouTube videos, which you send to me, like, oh, this is an interesting series. I'm not going to watch a 4-hour YouTube video. No, not from you, not from anybody.
Oh, you missed out.
Yeah, sure.
Linda Lou Patkin's up. She's in Lakewood, Colorado, and she wants jobs karma. She came in with $200. For competitive edge, she writes, go to imagemakersinc.com for all your executive resume and job search needs. That's imagemakersinc with a K. .com and work with the proud No Agenda producer Linda Lou, the Duchess of Jobs and writer of resumes.
Jobs, 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 and jobs. Let's go, jobs.
And our final associate executive producer is Mark Blijeveld. Sounds very Dutch to me, but lives in Haddam, Connecticut. Even Haddam doesn't sound very Connecticut-y. And Mark says,
sounds like a Muslim enclave.
And Mark sends us 200 and says, thanks. And we thank you, as do we thank all of our executive and associate executive producers for episode 1683. Remember, we thank everybody above $50, not below, because that is usually sent in for reasons of anonymity. And we do have people who have those sustaining donations. We appreciate you very much. Those people also get tonight, who you could too. Go to noagendadonations.com and thank you again to our executive, associate executive producers for 1683.
Our formula is this. We go out, we hit people in the mouth.
You'd think the local news or somebody would report to us about this issue with the LLC requirement that you send a document to the Treasury Department out of the blue this year.
Okay, so that is why we are the best podcast in the universe, because we have producers who will gladly pay to get this mentioned on the show. To help.
What if it wasn't for him?
Well, we all be in jail together.
It's unbelievable. They're not going to get everyone to feel. They're obviously not going to be able to do this. They're going to use it to intimidate little dry cleaners and little small businesses.
And podcasters.
There's probably a lot of podcasters that are LLCs.
Yeah, of course.
And they go through Patreon. And Patreon's not going to tell them anything.
No, probably not.
I just find it irksome that this sort of thing just crops up out of the blue like this. This is your Biden administration.
I'd like to drop down to the Hair and Hookers report for a moment with some big tech news. As it looks like we're getting closer and closer to the bubble popping. That is the AI bubble. It's a bubble. It's a bubble. And it's not just me. Now, Elliott Management. Wait, aren't those the guys who... Elliott Management, aren't they like an activist bunch of guys?
I never heard of them.
I thought Elliott Management got a board seat on some company. I think so. Elliott Management said the technology megacaps such as Nvidia are in bubble is, he said, their hedge fund, skeptical that these companies will continue to purchase NVIDIA chips and graphic processing units in such huge volumes. Elliott said that many AI applications are not ready for prime time and that many of the expected uses are, quote, never going to be cost efficient, never going to actually work right, and that they will take up too much energy or will prove to be untrustworthy. Yeah, I think that's true. I'm on board with Elliott. I think they're absolutely right. And I got a quick clip here. Just the chip sector, it's been bad all around.
We now know how many employees Intel plans to cut in 2025. Today, the Hillsborough-based company announced that they are laying off 15% of their workforce as part of a $10 billion cost reduction strategy. That's more than 15,000 roles that could be on the chopping block next year. This comes as the company reports a 1% decrease in their second quarter revenue compared to last year. Intel currently employs about 120,000 people. It's one of the biggest employers in the state of Oregon.
Yeah, that's not so good.
Well, wait a minute. It's a Santa Clara company. When did it become a Hillsborough company?
I don't know. Well, that's your Oregon news organization. I don't know. Logitech coming out with a new mouse, John.
Which reminds me. So I was using the very shoddy, I have to agree with our producers, the shoddy AliExpress.
Yes, the Amazon killer.
But they do have a mouse on there that I bought one of these things, the exact same product from Amazon about 5-6 years ago. And it was an $11 mouse, which is the one I'm using on this machine right now.
Yeah.
And the AliExpress had the same exact mouse, exactly the same. I bought one for $5. Unless you can beat these prices, your new Logitech mouse is out the window. This is a terrific